Hello everyone, this is Sharon Freese again, and I am representing Stamp On It. I am one of their designers and instructors, and today's video is going to be dealing with our 6 different sizes of tapes and our 3 different sizes of glue drops. It is double stick tape, and to me it is just as sticky as score tape, red line tape. I have not found, and I've owned them all, that I think for the money this is the tape that I only use. Alright, let's get started. For today's tutorial I am going to be using 3 different sizes. This is our 1.5 inch, I do believe, 3/8 and 1/4. We will pan over later to show you all the different sizes that we carry at the end of this video. What I'm trying to achieve is this card right here. This right here is using our superfine glitter and our tapes to create this look. This particular pre-cut butterfly will be done in another video later. So I am working on a non-stick table paper, and I do not try and start at a corner or at an edge. I just put this down as best I can, reasonably straight, and just tear that off. Then I pick this up and I do cut away the excess. I don't wrap it around. I don't need to waste more of my beautiful glitter on the back side that nobody's going to pay attention to. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this off, but do not throw this away. We're going to use it in just a little bit. So there it is with the tape on. Now I'm going to take the 3/8 inch tape and I'm just gonna eyeball it in the middle. If anybody gets out a ruler, well, sorry, you're gonna be busy. Then I'm going to take the 1/4 inch tape and I am going to eyeball it along the sides, leaving an edge, and I do that. This helps hold it in place till I'm all ready to do the next step. Then I take this piece that I cut off, I lay it on here, and I press down all the tapes. Then again, I lift this up and I cut off the excess. I just love doing this technique, by the way. I demo this all the time, and everybody is always amazed by it. Alright, we don't need this right now. So now we have sticky from the original tape that is surrounding around all these parts. That is where I'm going to place my first color of glitter. And that happens to be honey, which is one of my favorite golds that they carry. It is just absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to put this in here and I'm just going to coat this whole thing in the honey. Don't worry about the other tapes that are on there. You notice I only removed the first original tape. All the rest of them are still there. Now, one item that you're going to want to have is an anti-static brush. This is made out of goat hair, which has some anti-static properties about it naturally. So I'm going to choke up on it a little bit because I want the glitter to come off the back of the tape. So as you can see, I'm brushing it back in to save all that I can. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side because we're all done with that color. And look, it just cleans off your station too, really nice. Alright, the one thing about our glitters that is really amazing is when you rub your finger on it, do you see how it just comes to life? Just look at that, just sparkle. I hope it's showing. I'll stop every so often so you can see the difference between the two. Just look at that. It's just a little bit of an amazement. Then I'll go back and I will just brush off because you are going to get a little bit. But everything that's going to stay there is going to stay. So now I'm going to peel off the backing of the 1/4 inch tape. And I have 2 strips of that. So I'm going to peel that backing off. And I'm going to bring in my plum. This is another one of our beautiful colors. And I am going to put plum all over this. Get it started at that end, and then I can really load it up. What's gonna stick is gonna stick, and what doesn't, never meant to in the first place. I do a slight little rub on here. Now, when I use my anti-static brush now, I do not brush it in here, for the reason being that this now has 2 colors of glitter on here. You do not want to contaminate your glitter. So what I do is I create what I call sort of like my fairy dust pot. And that is where I will have just a mixture of all different glitters in there that can be reused again, just in case one flake falls off. And never work out of your whole jar of glitter. Always put a little bit in a container. Never work out of the whole jar. That way then, if you accidentally contaminate it, you have only contaminated the small amount. All right, so now we're done with the plum. Now we're gonna peel off our 3/8 inch tape. And we are going to go to our amethyst. Isn't that just a gorgeous color? I just love their colors. You get on their website, you are going to see all their colors. These are PK Glitz glitters. We do have new ones also. So now again, I just tapped. I am not brushing into this. I'm going to bring back in my sludge pot, and I'm going to brush off. Whatever was meant to stay is going to stay. So now you see you got something pretty started there. So now I rubbed the gold, but I haven't rubbed these. So I do want you to see the difference on these. This just shows all the colors. I don't think this plum is showing up as well, but the amethyst surely is. If you can see down here, it's a little bit more dull until I do that. And then how beautiful. Then all you have to do is, like in this card, stamp a word, put a sticker, whatever you want. You can trim this down and mount it onto a card. And like I said, this particular technique with our pre-cuts will be shown at a later date. So please keep tuned for that. Now, besides glitter, you can also use embossing powders. And I did one right here, and I used Golden Cadillac, Eggplant, and Burgundy. Now, this is not melted. This has not been heated. You can use it unheated. But you can also, this tape can have the heat applied to it to melt the embossing powder. That's the good thing about this tape, is it can take the heat of your heat gun. Then I also did leafing flakes, as you can see here. You'll notice we don't have a fan on here today because this would be blowing everywhere. And you do need this tool right here, which is a scratch tool. I call it a scratcher on a stick, but I don't ever know that it has any name. Texture tool, there we go. Texture tool. And that helps to remove the excess leafing flakes after you've applied them. And then you just rub it with your finger or Kleenex to smooth it out. But this will take it off, because every tiny, minute piece of this is usable. So don't think any of these little granules are not usable. They are. So there is showing you how to use our glitters, embossing powders, and leafing flakes on the cardstock. The one thing I do want to show you is that one of our other adhesives that we have are glue drops. They're not a glue dot. They're a glue drop because they are domed. And you can then apply glitter to them or embossing powder and create your own personal. And you see I kind of bring it around the edge because, like I say, it is not a thing. And that way then you have something that will squish down in the mail. You don't have to have anything really hard to go into your envelope. Then I can color this one in gold. I mean, you can do whatever you want. They come on a roll like this. And later he will pan across to show you the different sizes and boxes. So that is what you can do. I guess I better coat some of these too, because you won't be able to tell what the 2 and the 4 look like if I don't put some glitter on it. So there's that. Oops, I'm sorry that I went away too fast. I'm going to put the gold on the bottom. And I kind of go around the edge because, like I said, this is not a flat glue dot. This is a glue drop. And I'm going to show you a card sample. Putting the glue drop right in the middle of our paper plump vellum with the coloring in that. Isn't that just beautiful? This is our spring green crystal glitter. It is gorgeous. One of my favorite. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you need to buy any of these products, remember to go to our website at www.stamponit.net. Thanks a lot for joining us, and remember to click on subscribe if you like to see more. Thank you.